I'm the Woman-Owned Small Business Liaison for Lockheed Martin Aeronautics in Fort Worth, and I'm really honored to have been asked to serve as the Mistress of Ceremonies for the award luncheon today. On behalf of U.S. Pan Asian Chamber Southwest, I want to extend a warm welcome to all of you who are attending the 18th Annual Asian Business Expo, the largest Asian expo in the Southwest. It is my pleasure to extend a hearty Texas welcome to all of you from out of town. Before we start our program, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate U.S. PAC Southwest and President Grace McDermott for putting together such an impressive business event every year.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, you are having a very good morning out there networking. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our 18th Annual Asian Business Expo. So, how did you enjoy the Lion Dancers' performance? Are they just great? I want to thank you for joining us today. The award luncheon has always been the highlight of our annual expo. We are here to celebrate Asian American business successes, and we are also here to thank our corporate partners and sponsors for their unwavering support of our chamber. We truly cannot present this event without their support. Our expo theme this year is Moving Diversity and Inclusion Forward. Innovate, integrate, and motivate. This year's expo will no doubt continue to open doors to even more contracting opportunities for our vendors and suppliers who are innovative hardworking, and value-minded Asian business owners. I hope you will take time to tour the exhibit hall outside. You will have a chance to meet our highly successful IT technology company offering innovative and cutting-edge business solutions. Our new business connection matchmaking session this afternoon will continue to provide support suppliers the opportunity to meet corporate and government buying entities in an up-close and personal setting. Today, we have the opportunity to honor the best and the brightest honorees in this region. And we have the distinct pleasure to recognize individuals who demonstrate the true meaning of diversity and inclusion in the business world. Today, we also honor some of our supporters and friends. Robert Kimball, President of Meridian Development, Sean Clinton, Texas Health Resources, and Kim Cummings of BNSF. Thank you for being here. We also have the honor to recognize 2 Asian Americans who gained the trust of their community and were nominated to be mayors of their cities. They are Mayor Joe Chow of the town of Arlington and Mayor An Jung, Mayor of Harlem City, the first Asian American mayor in this region. Before I close, I want to take this opportunity to thank the folks from City of Dallas Police Department and City of Arlington Police Department for being here every year with us, and we want to honor you for your hard work and sacrifice sometimes. Please give them applause. And I'm also, before I close, want to recognize a very important person, and we want to recognize Royal Thai Honorary General Counsel of Thailand, Mr. Forrest Smith. Thank you for coming, Mr. Smith. So I will close with a very sincere thank you to Tarrant County College, also for their long-time partnership with our chamber by printing our beautiful annual EXPO program book. Thank you, Dr. Capola, Michael Sinato, and Elena Milligan. Thank you for your patience in working with us. Have a very successful day. Remember, this EXPO is all about you doing business together. Thank you.
We have an exciting luncheon program planned for you today, but before we start, please join me and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance followed by the national anthem. partners. I want to take this opportunity to thank our presenting sponsor, Lockheed Martin Aeronautics Company, for their continued support of the Chamber and Annual Asian Business Expo. Would the Lockheed Martin team please stand? Thank you. We have engineers and fighters, I don't know what all, from both Lockheed Aeronautics and Missile and Fire Control of Grand Prairie, and also a supplier diversity person for Missile and Fire Control. The co-chairs of the expo are Carmen Garcia of DART and Reginald Cleveland of the City of Arlington. Please stand and be recognized. We are blessed to have many dedicated sponsors for this expo every year. I would like to invite our sponsors to stand and be recognized. All sponsors? Beside us. About them in our program, and also stop by their booths and thank them in person for sponsoring this wonderful event. At this time, I would like to give an extra special welcome to the Indonesia Consul, General Madam Dr. Nana Ulana, for leading an impressive delegation to join us at the Expo. We also want to thank Ivanhoe Chang of the Hong Kong Economic Development Council from San Francisco. A representative from the Korean Trade Office to Dallas for joining us. We also want to welcome our VIP guests and city and state officials who are here to celebrate our successes in diversity and business development advocacy. Thank you for being here so much. Please give all of our special guests a very warm welcome. We truly believe that only through the innovation and collaboration of all of us working together can we achieve success and help others integrate success. Our chamber gets out of our comfort zone and motivates our suppliers and business owners and community partners to build a bright business future through the Supplier Diversity Initiative. I want to recognize the many Asian American organizations here today helping us celebrate our 18th year of advocating supplier diversity and inclusion in this region. Please join me to give them a warm welcome. U.S. Tax Southwest has been presenting our Asian Business Expo at the Arlington Convention Center for many years because of the strategic location between Dallas and Fort Worth. We deeply appreciate the partnership with the City of Arlington. We thank you for supporting our organization in Asian American business development. Thank you to the City of Arlington very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Okay, the countries of Indonesia and Hong Kong and Korea are here to showcase their products and services to explore business exchange with the Arlington and surrounding cities. Please take time to go to their booths and visit with them at the exhibit hall after lunch and make international business connections with as many as you can. We have a wonderful program planned for you. Lunch is now served, and in the interest of time, we will continue the program while you enjoy your lunch. Please welcome to the stage our Expo co-chairs, Carmen Garcia and Reginald Cleveland, to come up and give their welcome remarks.
Good afternoon. Are we not looking marvelous out there? Thank you all for being here today. It is indeed a privilege to serve as this year's co-chair for this wonderful event here today. It's always wonderful to see everybody in the room collaborating, making those business connections. And on behalf of DART, we are very, very excited to be here today. Also, I'm a member of the Advisory Council for the Pan-Asian Chamber. We really, truly embrace everything that we're doing When we came up with the theme of diversity and inclusion, it's very apropos that we're all diverse in this room here today. So I want to give each and every one of you a big round of applause. Reginald, before you make a few remarks, I do want to say, earlier today when we had our ribbon cutting, we had a moment of silence, and I still want to respect a moment of silence for the lives, tragedy that happened. So let's just take a moment of silence, please. Thank you, and God bless America. Carmen.
Good afternoon, everyone. And again, on behalf of U.S. Canadian American Chamber, the various exhibitors, and you for coming out to our 18th annual Asian Business Expo. As you can imagine, doing something for 18 years is stupendous. It also provides a reflection of the community, the business opportunities that have been made available in these past 17 years, now going on 18. So we really want to thank each and every one of you for coming out to this event. Definitely thank you all of these exhibitors, sponsors, because you play a big part in those opportunities available to our corporate, to our members on the NV side. But also along with it, we also look forward to the relationships that we know they're going to develop and be enhanced from your presence. So again, on behalf of both, not only the U.S. PAC, but also our corporate advisors, and for the many people who are involved in getting this program together. Thank you so much for coming out and looking forward to hearing about those relationships that you're going to develop now and forever. Thank you.
And one more note, the planning committee for the Business Expo, please stand. Planning committee members, stand and be recognized. I know you're here, I know you're working. Thank you so much for your hard work and your dedication. Thank you and have a great lunch.
Thank you, Carmen and Reginald. We appreciate your words. Now it's my pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Mr. Drew Ruiz. Mr. Ruiz is the F-35 Vice President for F-35 Supply Chain at Lockheed Martin Aeronautics, Fort Worth, Texas.
Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this event today. I want to thank you for the invitation. A couple of things I did want to say right off the top is, number one, I want to thank those dancers. That was pretty amazing, but that's not the only thing. When I got my undergrad, I got a minor in music. That's the way I paid for my school at TCU. That's the only way I can pay for my school at TCU. So when you look at this, it's nice to see the dancers up here, but you gotta recognize the musicians on the side over there, right? That was live music, and anytime you get a chance to have and see and hear live music, it's important to us. So I want to thank them for that too. So when you see those folks, recognize those live musicians, because that's a lot of work. What they were doing on stage was a lot of work, and it couldn't come together without both of them. I thank you. So a couple of things here. You guys have seen, and if you go to the next slide, so you guys, we shared the video. We've got a great communication organization that works on the F-35 program that I'm blessed enough to work on. When you look at the F-35 is the premier fighter right now. It's the fighter that is the warfighter chosen fighter to go to combat with. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing vehicle. And so when you look at that, it's really, the videos can never do it justice. We see videos all the time. I would encourage you to go to YouTube and look at some of the Lockheed Martin F-35 videos that we put up. We put them up all the time. And it's really kind of a neat thing to know that just right here in your backyard, those are coming off an assembly line. And there's another thing is when we do chase planes and get ready to sell off jets, you can see the planes take off and they have a couple of chase planes behind them. It's amazing to see what we put the aircraft through before we sell it off. Those are just incredible things. So you're right here. If you live kind of just a little bit more toward Fort Worth, you can see that. So it's a pretty cool thing. So a few things by the numbers, and I want to just touch a few things. So to date, we've delivered over 400 aircraft. That's phenomenal when you think about that. We've got over 400 aircraft in the field. And the next few years, we'll be over 1,000 aircraft in the field. This year, we're scheduled to deliver 131 aircraft. Think about that step up. We went from 40 to 60 to 90 to 131. We will continue to ramp up, and this will be the dominant aircraft. We've got 19 bases worldwide. We've got 13 international customers. Pretty phenomenal customer base to know that those are all with us together. We've got 800 pilots, 7,500 maintainers in the field. 800 pilots. Think about that. Think about how we're training the pilots and what we're making happen with the pilots. It's just a phenomenal, phenomenal alternative. I love this one here where they talk about flight hours. Looks like your odometer rolling, right? The reason we do that is that every day is changing as we get more flight hours. What's the need for flight hours? Flight hours give us the ability to collect data and know how the jet's going to perform in the field and make decisions in the future. That's what the flight data does for us. So it's a big deal for us to continue to accumulate the flight hours and get the flight data. Finally, you've got the 7 services that have declared operational capability. So when we deliver aircraft, they get the aircraft on the ground, they start flying them, and they're ready to engage, right? Think about that, ready to engage. We all know what that means, right? I want to be ready to engage, right? You guys are doing that out here on the floor as you're making connections. I want to be ready to engage with my aircraft. That's a pretty phenomenal place to be. So again, F-35, I'm blessed to be a part of that. I've been on this program just at a year. Before this, if you'll go to the next slide, I'll tell a little story. For about 5 years ago, I moved out to Palmdale, California, which is what we affectionately call Skunk Works. It's called our Advanced Development Programs. Phenomenal place to work. I've been in Fort Worth my whole Lockheed Martin career, much less my whole life. Both of my parents actually worked at Lockheed. So I was somebody that actually, I'm a legacy Lockheed person, but I still have a passion. So when you look at this and you see the skunk, know that the skunk represents something, right? It's quick, it's quiet. That's the place where we do the work that develops what's going to be next. What's going to be next for us in our countries. So that's an important place to be. So I moved out to Skunk Works, And when I got out to Skunkworks, I said, I got to meet some people. I've got to get really familiar with people really fast. It's about a 2,500 person site. Great place to be. Lots of innovation out there. But when I moved out there, I had to find a way to integrate and get to know people. The first thing is at Lockheed Martin, we have these things called Enterprise Resource Groups, ERGs for short, right? They celebrate diversity. And some of them are called different names. You might know we have a Pan-Asia group, we have an African-American group, we have a military veterans group, and we have a Hispanic leadership group. So I said, what a great place for me to start. Let me go get involved in the Hispanic leadership group, right? And you gotta find how we're gonna add value. So I got into this group. Well, the next thing I know, I'm pretty active in that group. I get invited to a group we call PRIDE, P-R-I-D-E. Not sure if you know what that is, but you've heard the name Pride before, and you've seen the rainbow flag for Pride. It is the LGBT ERG, Enterprise Resource Group. So I got invited to be a part of Pride, and we started showing up for their meetings. What an incredible opportunity that was. Next thing I know, I'm the executive sponsor for Pride, and I'm going to the human rights councils and different things like that, and participating in those kind of events. I think within probably 6 months, I probably knew 60% of the people on our campus, all 2,500 people. And I attribute that to the fact that I reached out and tried to find an opportunity to value diversity in my day-to-day role. I had a need, I had a requirement, and I had to find a way to innovate and bring that to what I needed to deliver. So as we moved through that, and I was starting becoming involved in more of these organizations, I participated in some of the military veterans piece, we call it MilVet. Nice area to participate in. But as you do that, we started talking about how do we add value to Lockheed Martin, Palmdale, California, Skunkworks. I credit us in Palmdale for kind of moving the needle and taking us forward, and the rest of aeronautics, which is the division I work for in Lockheed Martin, started noticing what we were doing. My thing is this. That if you really look at this opportunity and the opportunity for what we have today, and you look at diversity, diversity adds value, right? Diversity adds value. If you're trying to find a way for diversity to add value, then we just need to keep talking amongst ourselves, because I can guarantee you, you can put dollars with it, you can put affordability with it, you can put relationships with it, you can put how we move our companies forward with it. Diversity adds value. And I can tell you, for me, by integrating me quickly into the ADP, Advanced Development Program, Skunkworks area, it allows me to bring value quicker. So again, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this event. I want to thank you, and thank you guys for having me.
Thank you again, Mr. Ruiz. I don't think you all probably realize, well, maybe you do because you own companies. We're pretty busy at Lockheed Martin, and many of you are busy too. He is about to get on an international flight today for Lockheed and go do some more business. So we appreciate him taking the time today to make this happen for us. So again, thank you. We appreciate it a lot. Next, I would like to invite our longtime Expo sponsor, Mr. Aaron Kapp, Business Banking Manager from Wells Fargo, for his welcome.
I know what it's like to be in a financially struggling family. We had a lot of leftovers. I couldn't have asked better parents, but like most people, they didn't have anyone to teach them the best financial habits. We changed that. As a financial health coach, I help people every day. I try to put myself in their shoes from my own experience. I connect to them because I've been there. Helping families like mine save a little money changes everything. This is personalized guidance. This is Wells Fargo.
Good afternoon, everybody. Aaron Capps, Wells Fargo Bank. I'm a market executive for commercial banking in downtown Fort Worth. So honored to be here today and continue our support for the U.S. and the American Chamber of Commerce. I was looking back, and this is our 20th straight year that Wells Fargo has supported the U.S. capitalization either at a national, a local level, or both. So pleased to be here to celebrate the success of the organization and the success of your work, Grace, personally, here as president. In the spirit of moving diversity forward and diversity adding value, I'll say Wells Fargo is busy hiring across the country to support our move forward in supporting our customers and helping them reach financial success. And an interesting dimension that I've recognized in that diversity is that we're hiring folks from the outside. So let me just give you two examples. Mandy Norton recently joined us as Chief Risk Officer for the institution. She was previously the Chief Risk Officer of JP Morgan. She's helping redesign our framework. Julie Scamahorn is another. She's now our Chief Auditor for the bank. In addition to being a United States Marine, she was previously the Chief Auditor of Citibank and American Express as well. And so across the country, we are bringing in new dimensions, new lenses to help move the bank forward. What I'm really excited about as well is the impact we're having on a local basis here within the Metroplex with our team. So we have 5,835 team members here in the Metroplex. And in 2018, they gave $1.1 million in support of the community. And that was backed up by the Wells Fargo Foundation, who gave $2.5 million in support of 184 local nonprofits. A healthy community will equal a healthy bank. Happy to be here with you, Grace. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you to Wells Fargo. In a few minutes, you will hear from our featured speakers. You can read their bios in the program book and complete bios of speakers on our website. Now it is my pleasure to invite our good friend from the Indonesia consulate in Houston, Consul General Madam Yulana, or as now she told me I could call her Nana.
Trade Expo Indonesia 2019, save the day. Indonesia's largest trade show is coming back. Presenting 6 industry zones. Nusantara Culinary, local champion products, premium creative products, manufacturing products and services, food and beverage products, furniture and home decor. Be part of it. Book now for your best business opportunities. As exhibitor, sponsor or visitor and meet potential partners from around the world. More than just exhibitions, quality products and services, as well as quality business forums, TTI forum, business matching, regional discussions, roadshows and export startup competition. Moving forward to serve the world. See you at Trade Expo Indonesia 2019.
A very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I was really happy and I would like to congratulate Ms. Grace McDermott, the President of the U.S. Pan-Asian American Chamber of Commerce. I know you worked very hard for this, and I would like to appreciate and also congratulate for your success in bringing us together this afternoon. Honorable Joe Cho, Mayor of Edison, and then also Honorable Antron, Mayor of Houghton City, Michael Jacobson of Arlington Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for being here and very delighted for speaking again. This is our second time for the 18th Annual Asian Business Expo in the lovely city of Arlington. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you already saw the video that we presented. We would like to invite you again for the Trade Expo of Indonesia. It will be held on October 16 to 20 October at the Indonesian Convention Exhibition in Banten. It is actually the largest annual B2B exhibition, and it will be opened by the President of the Republic of Indonesia. In your magazine, I think everyone has a magazine here. Our brochure is on page 14, so you can have a look. And we also have a booth. And if you want to know further about the information, please come and see in our booth. So I'm going to talk a little bit, not very long, about Indonesia economic updates. If you look at the map of Indonesia, Indonesia is the largest country in Southeast Asia. We have 261 million people in Indonesia. So it is a big market. And we want to invite also business people from the US and especially from Arlington to sell their products also in Indonesia. Because at the moment the trade volume is surplus in our side. So we want to have a win-win business trade also with Indonesia. The total trade is 29 billion US dollar, and then our export to the United States is around 20.8 billion US dollar, while our import from the United States is still 8.1 billion US dollar. So the opportunity is still open. If you come for the Trade Expo, then you can also promote and sell your products to Indonesia, because we want to invite also business people from here to sell your products to gain the trade balance between Indonesia and the United States. This is the Indonesia export commodities to United States. The first priority is apparel. You go to the factory outlets, you will find some of the apparel products from Indonesia, and then also rubber, footwear, and also electric machinery. I guess we also buy spare part from Lockheed Martin for our military aircraft in Indonesia. And then our import from the United States is mostly the oil seeds, the nuclear reactors, the aircraft also, and cotton. And the food industry. This afternoon, I'm going to meet the Cotton Council here. We bought cotton from the United States, but then we sell our apparel to this country. So it's a kind of win-win we bring together. Indonesia is blessed with abundant fish and aquaculture products. You can see also now a lot of seafoods sold in US supermarkets from Indonesia. The crude palm oil is #1 also from Indonesia. We are doing now the biodiesel also for producing a green oil in Indonesia. So we are the largest one for the oil producer, especially in palm oil. And then mining is one of the oldest and most strategic industry in Indonesia. The coal mining, the tin, and then also a lot of mining resources in Indonesia. And agriculture, of course. But we buy a lot of soya bean also from the United States. And also we produce what we call by tempeh. If you go to a vegan restaurant, probably you will find a tempeh in the vegan restaurant here in the United States. We do also have renewable energy, especially with the wind power. So if you have business in the energy sector, please welcome to Indonesia, because there's a lot of opportunity. You see, we have 265 million people, and we need to electrify the whole villages of Indonesia. Yes, the last one. So please come for the Trade Expo. It will be on the 16th of October until 20th of October. And this time we do what we call by leisure. Business and also leisure. So Jakarta, and we offer also going to Bali and also to Yogyakarta. I wonder who has been to Bali. Would you raise your hand, please? Yeah, right. So we would like to invite you again to come to Bali and also Jakarta after visiting the Trade Expo in Jakarta. Thank you very much. Thank you, Grace, for the opportunity to share with the audience this afternoon. I love you, Grace. Thank you very much.
so much. I didn't know all of that was being done over there. Did you all? It's amazing. Now, please help me welcome a special guest from the San Francisco Hong Kong Trade Development Council, Director Ivanhoe Chang.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for US Pac Southwest for this opportunity, particularly Grace for giving us the opportunity to share with us Hong Kong. Representing the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, I'm happy to be here, and our office actually represents Hong Kong in the western part of the United States, covering 19 states, from Texas all the way to Hawaii. I'm happy to be the one who represents Hong Kong to build closer relationship with the mother state of Texas. As a matter of fact, Texas is a very important trading partner for us. Last year, Hong Kong, U.S. exports to Hong Kong amounted to some $37 billion US dollars. And Texas is actually ranked number 3 in terms of the 50 states. And we are happy to build more trade connections. As a matter of fact, as you have just seen, Hong Kong is indeed a place where we can connect and excel. We are in a very strategic geographical location in China, Asia, as well as the rest of the world. A few years ago, 5 years ago, Hong Kong and Dallas Fort Worth has opened up its direct flight, which is run by American Airlines and alliance partners of our flag carrier, Cathay Pacific, which brings a lot of passengers to us. And last year, we have some 75 million passengers arriving in Hong Kong. And we certainly would like to welcome all of you to come to Hong Kong as well. And talking about connection, actually, Hong Kong has a lot of connections in terms of logistics, trade, business, finance, tourism, as well as transportation. And these all help us connect with the United States, with Asia, as well as around the world. Today we have just listened to Madame from Indonesia. We have set up an office in Indonesia, in Jakarta, a few years ago, being our most senior representation in the whole of Asia. Asia is now accounts for some 60% of the economic growth in the world. So you see that Asia is a very important part of not only Hong Kong, America, but also the world. And Lockheed Martin has a location in Hong Kong, and Wells Fargo has made a very smart decision. Actually, they have the Asia Pacific headquarters in Hong Kong as well. I would like to be able to welcome you all to Hong Kong, and I can tell you that when we talk about ready to engage, Hong Kong is ready to engage with all of you. In fact, there is a team of my colleagues who specifically help businesses to set up in Hong Kong. They provide free advisory services. And we are here, of course, Grace just mentioned about here to celebrate success. We are here to help you succeed as well. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and I hope you have a very wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Chang. It is time to start our award presentation. Please help me welcome Ms. Jolene Miswango, President and CEO of ACARA, who will facilitate the award presentation.